And this video will be a long series because it will be recorded in different days, and our focus is much more on the walking traffic. So we want to see how people are connecting to their workplaces. I hope we will be able to, but this side people are walking faster than me. So I'm not sure if we will be able to get the sample statistics. Now you see here, pedestrians have issues with the vehicles. So there's a walking nation attribute to a working nation. How can we,
shifting news,
as government officials,
explore,
or as
feel, shift,
maybe entrepreneurs, ensure that we have a healthy nation amid the lifestyle people are leading? So you find most of the people will prefer coming from this side. They walk a little bit up to Donholm, then they board vehicles. Walking is also a good type of exercise. You can see the lady as you walk, as you drink some water, good for body aeration. The long walks are always long, eh? You can see what we have here. Amazing walkways, clean, environment friendly. So you walk. That's why people say we need good pedestrian walkways, very clean. This is the community area. How many people have you counted so far who are walking? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you're watching this video. This is a long common Mboya Street. Koja is on the other side, so let's use this street. So we always try different connectivity. And this one will be a very long series. In terms of, we want to check how people walk. So do we say we have a working nation and a walking? So is a walking nation a working nation? My friend is not there. That is Kelvin. He's always stationed around Sasamore or Sawamore, around these places. So to all our returning supporters, we say thank you. Thank you for the continued support. You are our support system. And to all visiting for the first time, join this amazing family, subscribe, hit the notification bell to receive all notifications once we upload a new video. This is Moi Avenue, we are crossing. This is HH Towers. here. This is Kenyatta Avenue. So as we said, today our focus is more on the walking traffic as people walk to their places of work. Let me try to check the time. Actually, you can see today is 22nd October, 38 minutes past 7 in the morning. So we'll be doing this for several days, trying to see how people connect to their places of work and understand how. So this is Kimathi Street, that is Sarova Stanley, one of the big hotels within the Nairobi CBD. So you can see we have different people. Maybe some of them are traders, some heading to their places of work. And that is the unifying factor within this Nairobi city. So today, I think we'll be taking which route. Not sure on, we are not strategic about the route we will be using, but what we want to see is how people connect to their places of work. And that's why when you see concerns of people talking about when this infrastructure or the horizontal infrastructure such as the roads, when they are being constructed, they need more focus on the pedestrian safety. You realize that you have a huge percentage of people who prefer walking. Or actually, we have a huge population within Nairobi city. You'll find that we have vehicles that are full, but still we also have a huge population who always walk to their workplaces. So let us use this is Wabera Street. We are still along Kenyatta Avenue. You can see others are lighting from vehicles. This is the ICEA place. So they are lighting, heading to their place of work. You know, from 7:30 to around 9 a.m. is always sort of peak hours. And there is traffic build-up on Kenyatta Avenue that is brought about with what is happening on the Kenyatta roundabout, that is as they meet with the Uhuru Highway. So you can see people walking slowly, the pace, the vibrance. We assume that most of them have highlighted from the vehicles. You know, most of the time when we're walking, I don't know if you people try to focus on the walking population, because the walking population is more. As much as, like, you can see that KBS has passengers. So when you are walking, you are a person. When you board a vehicle, you are a passenger. When you are driving, oh, you are the driver. You are no longer a person. So different names, different timings, different situations, different connotations. The beauty of the morning city. You know, let me cross here before they open for the vehicles. This is the Mboya Center building. One across. Can see traffic. The GPO area, and we have the GPO bus stop. Wow. So if you are one of our supporters, I don't know if sometimes you happen to cross different people, those walking to their places of work, others with different missions within the town CBD. And it tells you about the unifying factor. You can see some morning, yet others are seated. You never know if they are waiting for vehicles flying to different routes. You never know. So if you are visiting us for the first time, remember, this is Shifting News. Join us, support us, subscribe, hit the notification bell to receive all notifications once we upload a new video. And this video will be a long series because it will be recorded in different days, and our focus is much more on the walking traffic as people walk to their places of work, as people most likely also will be doing an evening walk, as people connect to pick buses or connection vehicles to their residential places. This is the roundabout, so you can see the vehicles have been stopped. Right now, the police officer have opened the traffic. Uhuru Highway, but we continue with Kenyatta Avenue. Working nation? Is it a working nation? Hey, maybe if you are in the comment section, or if you happen to be one of the people who happen to be on such moves, tell us what is the trigger, what makes you walk. And we have a lot of them ahead of us. So we are just trying to walk faster so that we can catch up with most of them and see the reality. I don't know if you can see huko mbali kuna watu. say, happily walking to their places of work, or painfully walking to their places of work. Sometimes, you see, for example, like these ones, you find most of them work these sides of Upper Hill. And then you board a vehicle, you find it's either 50 connection. Now this is the impunity we always talk about. This one is pedestrian now. What about the safety of pedestrians? And sometimes they feel entitled. Anyway, I don't know. Sometimes we also talk because we are not there. So when we are the ones as the pillion, you always feel like, okay, just use that route. So as I was saying, you'll find that most will prefer walking, because once you board a vehicle, then there is a traffic snarl up. You realize you're just wasting more time. Or at times you board a vehicle, then you have to start waiting for it to get full. Then you realize you have wasted more time. Those are some of the cases. Also, some of them come to the town earlier, probably to avoid high fares, especially during peak hours. So once a person arrives in town earlier, they decide, let me just walk to my place of work, because I have arrived early. So even if I board a vehicle, I'll be getting to my office or to my workplace very early. This is the road that will take you to Uhuru Park. This is Uhuru Park. Maybe someone in the comment section will ask me, why do I walk? For me, I don't know. I think I don't have a specific answer. I walk to have the experience, to capture the reality on the ground as we enjoy. Hope you're doing well, keeping safe. You can see we also have a man there in a suit walking. So that means you realize we have several people who prefer walking also as a form of exercise, to give them the vigor to start the day. They feel re-energized. For me, all the assumptions can apply. Walking for health, walking to cover, as I enjoy the views and the different aspects and landscapes, checking on the progress of the city. So if you find yourself on this upscale or kwa kamlima, you can decide to run. As I said, walking is also a good type of exercise. You can see the lady here as you walk, as you drink some water, good for body aeration. So we have the expansion of Ngong Road, which is happening, and here is a roundabout. The road is not yet fully open, and you can see what we have here. So let me cross. This is the community area. How many people have you counted so far who are walking? You can see we have others on that side walking. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a select population at all. You find only men walking. No. All ladies and gentlemen, we are all walking. A walking nation is a working nation. Can we use such a term? You can see people are walking. And I wish we could have traced one. Although that could have been a bit slow. You know, sometimes we try to walk faster to make sure we cover a lot. So if we could have traced one, you'd realize that they're coming from hata huko Kencom. Then they just take their moments to walk. Maybe one day, if we identify one person, we can always have a chit chat with them to understand probably why do they walk, and what is the importance of walking. Is it to avoid the traffic snarl up that is they always predict? So you can see have several of them wanaingia huko Bishop House. And you can also see now the beautification and pedestrian safety continuing well in this side of Upper Hill. So we have government offices on the other side. The road is coming up well. The cabros, they are laid. Still more works going on. As you can see, that is the Milimani Lockouts, and we have the viaduct. We also have, don't know if you call it an imaginary roundabout. No, an imaginary, they say huko Kikuyu town, you find an imaginary roundabout. You can see they're trying to come up with the pedestrian walkway on this side. People are walking. Government offices here in community Upper Hill area. Not sure how long this video will be, because we have to trace several others, including maybe an evening walk. We will try our best to probably bring out the aspect of how people walk. And we also have our supporters. You may appear in the video, maybe we just crossed you. You can see the construction activities still ongoing in this section of the city. Let me cross to the other side. You can see, then these are to be laid on these za kublock magari, and also think on this side they will be coming up with the pedestrian walkways. now on this side of Ngong Road, they are enclosing the drainage, making sure it's closed. You know, people have commented about who brought the open style drainage. That person that should be taken to jail. That is what people say. But we see now they are probably doing great work. You see the operators. So they will be, see, everything is going on well. Hey, they tie in a kamba kubwa, that's why to lift. So this area will be fully enclosed. And you can see more people on the other side, people walking. Maybe wamepanda magari wakashuka somewhere there, or you'll also get that they have just walked the distance. You know, I don't know if I would have decided to be counting the number of people I meet for me to have some actual data. And also the timing matters. So let me check the time right now. It's 1 minute to 8 in the morning. I think we have done almost 20 minutes walk, if I'm not wrong. Remember, this is a Wednesday, so hopefully we will be doing more of this for this week and for the coming week before we finalize on this video. Just checking how people walk to their places of work, how they connect. As many as those who board vehicles, we also have as many as those who walk. And what is your message to the working population? A message to those who diligently work. That one has alighted and now wants to board a motorbike. Probably she's late. That's why she has decided to take her motorbike. Others you'll find when they alight, now they have to walk some distance to their place of work. So NTSA offices are on this side. This is the Beacon Mall, the first mall in Upper Hill, and the first petrol station, Total Energies, in Upper Hill. These are the reasons why people always say we need pedestrian-friendly infrastructure. Infrastructure that caters for the safety of the working population. Presentable, clean, well-maintained, and such. And you have seen, since we came from the town center, we have a lot. We have met several people walking. Remember, this is Ngong Road in Upper Hill. You can see different parts of people So when we say they're walking to their workplaces, what is the other option? Where are they walking to? You know, some can be traders, like for example, this lady we have just passed, there's a trader. So most likely, either she's going to uko nini marikiti to purchase wares she will be dealing with during the day. But most of them you'll find they are always at marikiti by even by 4 a.m. So by this time they are just transporting their wares back to their places. And since it is almost to drizzle, I can feel some bits of, see, you can have, because the lady is having an umbrella that tells you it is almost drizzling, and it's even becoming more. I don't know if you can see on the ground. So now people will be running, so you can ask yourself, are they late? That is always one case. Second is it's starting to drizzle. That is why people are running. I always see sometimes in videos the hula baloo of Nairobi. So I think I'll be coming to a stop for this video. Then no, for this section today. But I hope this one gonna be a long video, because we need to do some 3 morning walks, and probably in different sections of the town. Then we'll also need to do an evening walk as we explore how people walk. You can see there is an issue there. They're waiting for police to come. So who was wrong? A walking nation and a working nation. So we are hoping that we can have a fully functioning and working nation, such that even when we walk, you are not walking painfully. You know, there are cases where people, you are walking like you are walking with carrying a lot of pain, carrying a lot of load on your back. Yeah? I don't mean the load literal, I mean the stress, the thoughts you have. You are walking, but you're just carrying a burden in your head, on your back. So we need to have a nation when you are walking, you're feeling very happy. You just good, you are enjoying the, let's say, the infrastructure set in place. You don't want to see such things like this. You want to see things like well done cabros like this. So when we have a working county, this one they will correct. They don't wait until citizens start to carry leaves for them to correct like here. They just make sure maintenance is always packed like what we have here. And you see, well-maintained infrastructure can last for long. And also when the construction activities are happening, let them target for the long term. 50 to 100 years, long term, not something that will take, say, 2 years. You are also back to the drawing board, also extracting and starting afresh. Sometimes it is always bad. So I hope I'll be doing another aspect, that is we'll be trying to focus on other roads, though probably it will only be, we won't manage to do all the roads in terms of the walking population, but we'll try to just bring you a view. So we'll bring, let's say we'll try to get to the Westlands region, then we'll also try to see the other section, the other side of Nairobi, maybe one aspect in Eastlands, to just bring out how we have a walking nation. So here you have a bus stop, visit the Kenyatta area, and mostly hapa wanajulikana kama KMTC. We have the Kenya Medical Training College just there, that is the Nairobi campus. So when you are alighting here, you'll say, I'm alighting at KMTC, and this is the Ngong Road roundabout. So let's see if it will be possible. We will bring other videos on this section. Probably, let's see how we'll break, but we need to do an evening walk, see how people are connecting to the town center. Continue watching, comment, like, let's hear your views, your insights, and as we continue interacting, as we continue bringing more. Thank you. Let's meet at the end of the video. The long walks are always long, eh? You can see what we have here. That is now the experience we have while walking. Then let me bring closer. The beauty of walking. And this is another different day. Let us check the time as we are doing this. It's 17 minutes, 18 minutes past 7 in the morning, October 23rd. So we are walking along this road. It's one of the most famous, especially in Eastlands or Eastland. Then this place is always known as White House. When you're coming from town, you want to alight, you will say you want to alight at White House. Here, it's in Manyanja. Because we also have a nice apartment on the other side and an open field. Maybe in the coming days, I don't know if this is a commercial or it's a private property. So we want to see how people are connecting to their workplaces. I hope we will be able to, but this side people are walking faster than me. So I'm not sure if we will be able to get the sample statistics. Like maybe we say many people walk. I don't know if we'll have the statistics to quantitate our assumption, but generally as we walk, let's see how the road is at this period. And you see, we are just taking a sample because maybe for an exact or a true figure, maybe we could take a time frame, say from 6:30 a.m. up to around 9:30 a.m. We just do a survey of a given road as we take the statistics. So this one we are just doing a random, you know. Was it when we were doing statistics? Is it in mathematics? Also, for those who did statistics while in the higher institutions of learning, that is like university, I think we have something called random sampling. And also in biology, where would randomly sample organisms, like the capture recapture method. So you would just randomly capture, release an organism, then you also recapture. So if you happen to recapture the same organism, the likelihood so we are within this side, that is Kifaru, where the new road that we featured is supposed to end around that place. That is from Mutindwa through the Mboya area to this Kifaru area. You can see here, this one they call it the Mboya roundabout. People waiting to board vehicles. Beautiful. To head to town. So this one is the famous known as Manyanja Road that connects from the Eastlands region, takes you to Donholm area. You know, from Donholm is where you meet different roads like the Outer Ring Road, and then once you cross, you join Jogo Road. And it was just recently we were coming somewhere with the Italanyi rebranded, so I had to board a vehicle from town. It was a bit late. It was almost 11 p.m. So came with a vehicle. On reaching around Donholm, that corner from the Buruburu Sitam, we met a tuk-tuk. I don't know what our driver did, and just brushed the tuk-tuk a little bit, and the tuk-tuk overturned to the other side of the road. It was very, very, very scary. But the good thing, the driver of the tuk-tuk came out walking, he was, well, he wasn't, I think if there is, hopefully he went for a medical checkup to just ascertain that his body is well, but he was out of the tuk-tuk, walking well, in good position. Hey, but it overturned badly. So I don't know, for those who use tuk-tuks, or maybe if you are in the comment section, you can also let us know what is the stability of these tuk-tuks. Are they that unstable, such that when you brush them just a little bit, then you find it will overturn? And what are the precautionary measures, especially when using the tuk-tuks, especially for the operators? So this is Manyanja Road. You can see people ahead, a lot of people heading to, either some of them are heading to Donholm to board vehicles. You know, sometimes you board a vehicle and then you find that traffic snarl up just at that junction that comes from the side of Mboya St. You find there is a traffic snarl up there. You can sit there almost 20 minutes. So you find most of the people will prefer coming from this side. They walk a little bit up to Donholm, then they board vehicles. And also there is another assumption that someone can walk from this side, then at least finds a cheaper option at Donholm. So those are just assumptions, and probably one of the probable reasons why you will find people walking. Some do walk just to go to their workplaces, like those who work in Australia. You find it's their normal routine. They are used to it in terms of they don't want to spend a lot on transport. You know, they say one thing that really harms Nairobians, especially, let's say, for the low-income earners, it is rent and transport. So if there can be a solution to that, hey, you'll find people will have good life. But generally now, those are the key. We have others like daily expenses, food, and such. Maybe parents have school-going kids. But rent and transport is one thing that is problematic to most the Nairobians. If you're watching us for the first time, join this amazing family, subscribe, hit the notification bell to receive all notifications once we upload a new video. And as I said, this side, people walk faster. I can see a lot of people ahead of us, but now I'm trying to walk faster. But the faster I walk, the faster they walk, and I think their speed is more than mine, 2 times. And this is also a mode of transport, so people will prefer, when they see a lorry or a tipper like that, they they dandia. You know, it is for free. And that thing, I've seen it these Eastlands. Then you go along Outer Ring Road, Then when you go on the side of Cabanas there, you see, and they wako tu sawa, they have sat. You can see even Mama Mbogas, the lady has gone maybe to the market. Hey, I can tell you with my eyes, I can see lots of people, you know. Unfortunately, we cannot zoom, but I tell you, we have a lot of people walking. See, on the other side of the road, we have people walking. On this side, when I check far ahead, we have lots of people walking. Hey, huku watu, they are very quick fast. I'm trying to catch up with their speed, but does it mean that I'm walking slower? Hey, on this side, people walk faster. Faster. That is why they say Nairobi is the fastest city. When you go to the coast, Mombasa, if you start applying the fastness, you're told, kama una haraka, nenda Nairobi. Mumbai people are never fast. Don't know if you can see people walking. You can see this is the place you'll find traffic snarls. So you realize you have vehicles coming from Umoja, they meet here, then other vehicles have overlapped. So now vehicles from town have nowhere to pass. One thing, traffic build up this side, and also now traffic will build up on Jogoo Road and the adjacent roads. And you see most of these traffic issues are just man-made. It is just one clueless driver. Who starts, the rest follow, and that is it, how traffic builds up in such areas. Then you see, to come back, it will also take ages. Now you find traffic will build up even on the other sides. You can see we have a lot of boda-bodas, so people decide at least to use motorbikes for quicker. And you see this one is very dangerous. You can find, if you don't operate well, you find yourself in the trench, in the drainage. And that's when we start condemning the open drainage. So one thing, the contractor of the drainages left them open. Then next thing is the impunity of the road users. So you see right now here, they have to join. See, even the motorbike is using the wrong side. Now you see the vehicles coming from this side, they have to wait. And that is how traffic builds up in such areas. Hey, we have a lot of people ahead of us. I tell you, people walk. Hey. So does a walking nation attribute to a working nation? How can we, as government officials or as maybe entrepreneurs, ensure that we have a healthy nation amid the lifestyle people are leading. How can we improve on the living standards of people? You can see now both motorbikes are using wrong side. And they feel entitled. So for pedestrians, we have to find alternative. You can even squeeze yourself in the shops. Waste management also a big issue. And you can see even now the waste has blocked. Hey, we have a lot of waste now blocking the drainage, which is now a big issue. Waste management within Nairobi city is still a concern for many. See now how traffic is building up slowly too. Unapata the road, it is somehow blocked, and you wonder how, and you realize it's just our own doing. Remember we said for the walking, it is all ladies and gentlemen, not only for men or not solely for ladies. So right now we are joining Donholm Area. We have seen how Eastland people are walking, some connecting to industrial area, some just coming here at Donholm where they can board vehicles. Let's cross this side. This road will take you to Outer Ring Road as you join Naivas Supermarket, as you head to Pipeline and Bakasi. So we want to show you how people are waiting for vehicles, and you'll find some of them have walked from how we came, even others from Kayole, from Umoja, from Komarok. Now they come here to wait for vehicles to board, or even some others from just around this place, they don't come roundabout. And just ahead, it will be a moment to join Jogoro. So you find that either it becomes quicker for others to join. You can see this place is lined with people who are boarding. So you can see here, right now is like 30 Kenyan shillings to board to the town center. The others also we pay 50. You can see also people down there also walking to industrial area. You can see them, and they're dangerously crossing. You can see. Just see they are dangerously crossing. I tell you, and those are going to industrial area either to board vehicles, and you never know. So I think we won't be joining the Jogo Road. We will have to stop at this point Then also see another place where people are walking to the town center. Remember to like the video, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to receive all notifications once we upload a new video. So go back to try find a vehicle that will take us to the town CBD. And let's continue walking with you from this area of the town center along the Selassie Avenue, one of the connection points within this Nairobi city. You can see we have the street lights, have the trees, have the leaves on the walkway, but they will be cleaning. Challenge with this Nairobi city is about the dust. I think we need more organized plantation like this to make sure color is well. One step at a time. This is known as the Aji bus stop. This is Natoka to Tengela. So people are alighting, connecting to different offices, or most likely could be a reconnection point where they also connect to other places. Once they alight, they trace other vehicles or they move to the other side where they try to board other vehicles. walking along this stretch of Selassie Avenue. That house is called Protection House. So I don't know why they decided to call it Protection House. And you can see the city clock. Almost 8:42. That is 42 minutes past 8 in the morning, or 18 minutes to 9 a.m. So let's see if we still have some more people connecting to their places of work, especially maybe if they are walking from the town area towards the upper hill section. Let's find out and see as we check on most of this infrastructure around this Nairobi city. You know, Nairobi is just a unique city in its own ways. Has challenges, has the good side. A lot of things happening. There is also the story of the devil's breath. Have you heard about the devil's breath? How true is the story? Have you ever experienced, or have you ever met, or have you seen it happening? The devil's breath. Maybe you can also research and know more about it. See, traffic is building up around this area on both sides. Vehicles coming from the town CBD, vehicles coming all the way from the Mombasa Road and line, and also vehicles on this side. And that side we have a long queue. So let us cross here before they open or release the traffic from this side. For sure you can see traffic up to the other side. And also traffic on this other side, and vehicles have overlapped until vehicles that are moving all the way to, that is Nairobi commuter rail bus. I don't know how much they charge. Do they only charge for those people who use the train system? So on that side we have one lane. Vehicles coming to town, they have overlapped up to the other side. So vehicles that are getting away from town all the way to the upper hill section are using one lane. Sometimes in the morning when you come, I think it should be around 7-8 a.m. you can find a lot of people over there waiting to board vehicles either to Kibra, to Ngong, and the areas just there where you see people standing. So let's do this walk. I think this is sort of a lot of people have already reported for their places of work, because it's almost 9 a.m. But I can see ahead of us, uphill there, we have people who are just going uphill, slowly, pole. The importance of walking sometimes has Lots of good sights. The bad side, you need to be ready to clean your shoes, given that most of these places, see, this is dust. So after you walk, that's why people say we need good pedestrian walkways, very clean. And apparently people are using Addis Ababa as one of the study areas. The motorbike, I didn't know. Now I find myself walking on the wrong side, because now the motorbike also. And as pedestrians, they say you need to walk as you face the oncoming vehicles. Now you see the pedestrian walkway, how dusty it is on this other side. This tells you that the concerns being raised by our followers are very valid, given that maybe from the small sample that we have come up with, a lot of people do walk to their workplaces, especially once they connect to the town area. And some others just decide they leave their vehicles, like those who use the train. For example, there is a parking area in Makadara. So people go there, they park, they use the train. Probably once they get to town, you will find they now decide to connect to these areas while walking. You know, in one way, it's also a good way to save on fuel. So one trick about Nairobi, if you want to survive and let's say you have a vehicle, if you want to avoid the peak hour traffic, that means you need to be out of the house early in the morning. That is by 4 a.m., 5 a.m., latest 6 in the morning. Then for you to maneuver well, either you close your job by say 2 p.m. or latest 3 p.m. or the other option is going up to 9 p.m. because now from 10 p.m. most traffic you just have smooth flow of traffic. I can see people there dressed in suits, slowly walking uphill to this upper hill area. You can see the project of the viaduct is moving on well. That means the contractor is ready to make sure that this project comes to a completion maybe in 2026. Or is it 2027? you see here, pedestrians have issues with the vehicles. So hope once they're done, they'll have good pedestrian walkways along this section. Very safe, walkable, and clean. So you see, this is an Umo in a bus. Most likely it has ferried passengers from Umoja up to Upper Hill. You see those are connecting from the town. Now they are heading to their office. Still have more people on this other side. They're just walking slowly. And you can see the pillars and Upper Hill region. I guess most people have already reported to work, but you have seen people do work, connecting to either town or connecting to their offices. And the opposite, that is the Shah building, and over there we have the Ragati Road. Hey, this is an uphill, See the walking population. People heading to Ragati Road. Let's see on this other side. Oh, the uphill. That's look has really worked on me. So I want to thank you all for having watched, for having enjoyed. Let's hear your comment section. Tell me about your experience, how you believe. Do you believe that we have more people walking in Nairobi when they are heading to their workplaces? Share your insights. Remember, if you are visiting us for the first time, join this amazing family. Subscribe, hit the notification bell to receive all notifications once we upload a new video. We try to observe Nairobi in a different angle, try to analyze the population and understand them better. When you hear our supporters saying about good walkable pedestrian walkways with green cover, I'm sure now you can attest to it when you see, yes, we have a huge percentage using vehicles, but also at the same time we have an equal number or even more, which is the walking population. So thank you for the continued support. Remember to leave a comment. Let's interact in the comment section. Thank you for working with us. It has been amazing. Let's continue the support and see you in our next video. anything else. Walking along this stretch of Uhuru Highway, you can find some people alighting from vehicles. So we had one of our supporters, is it Brian, who said there is need for analysis. See, this motorbike is forcing itself. See how dangerous this place is. So it's a bit gloomy. The weather is not that good. This is a police officer vehicle. Now they want to go to work. It's some few minutes past 7. Oh, I think 22 minutes to 8 p.m. Yeah, at 8 p.m., 8 a.m. And we want to check the reasons why most of you always say we need walkable paths, smooth, clean, and appealing, because most people walk. In as much as we have several people in the buses, in the PSVs, we also have nearly an equal or more number of walking people or pedestrians. Just ahead of us, as you can see, we have several people probably headed towards Upper Hill. The menace of the motorbikes. So this drainage, you will always find motorbikes using them. So we have come from that side. You can see we have people walking this side. We also have people walking. The weather is not good. Hey, see the lights in Uhuru Park. So at night, Uhuru Park is always lit. Interesting. They need to do some repairs here. So right now the majority of people are walking towards Upper Hill to report to their places of work. This gives you that reason to call upon the government. See over there we have people. Now let's focus on this side. So it is a request or a call to action for the involved institutions or administration to focus on how to make all these pavements walkable, and also find amicable ways to prevent the motorcycles from coming to this side where pedestrians are walking. And also the green environment, how can it be made so green such that when people are walking they feel the vibrance of clean air, amazing walkways, clean, environment friendly, and other amenities. And at night, well lit. I hope you will also watch our focus on the evening walk as people either walk towards the town center or walking away from the town center as they head to their places of stay or where they can board vehicles to their residential areas. Meanwhile, to all our returning supporters, we say thank you for the continued support. We are here, growing strong. Our journey to 15,000, 20,000 subscribers is on. That's why we call upon our new visitors. If this content interests you, if you have ways how we can improve, how we can make it better, join this amazing family. Subscribe, hit the notification bell to receive all notifications once we upload a new video. And as we are walking, you can also see the infrastructure changes within this Nairobi city. Hopefully the target is to make the infrastructure better and also have good walkable pathways for pedestrians, very safe and conducive. Hey, you can see have a lot of people walking towards this side. People are heading to work, and you can see the weather. Now let's cross. Some of us were used to such our first moments when reporting to Nairobi. We used to find it this way, gloomy, cool. Back then in the days when there was no expressway, there was a lot of trees, green cover, which beautified Nairobi. And most of the time you find the weather in this state. You see it's cool, conducive, you walk, no, you don't sweat a lot, and when you check the plantation, just green, hey, it gives you that vibrance. You see like the jacaranda trees, they are flowering, and that used to be the norm, especially when you walk along Kenyatta Avenue. Back in the days, they were lined along that Kenyatta Avenue. When you remember those days, nostalgia kicks in. And you say, what if they improved Nairobi, maintaining the more appealing nature? And for sure, you get to ask yourself, who are the designers? Who are the planners for the city? Where are they found such that we can present our considerations or our propositions for this integrity center, that is tourism trust fund building. This is side is Upper Hill. You move that side, you enter, there is Lenana Road on the other side. That is as you move to Kuleleshwa. So enjoy the video. Let's meet in the comment section. If you are new here, join this amazing family. Subscribe. Let's hit 15,000 subscribers before 2025 ends.
Shifting news. Explore, feel, shift.